Network to the world. Subscribe now to the Hot 97 YouTube channel. It's Ebro in the Morning with Laura Stiles and Rosenberg.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we want to introduce y'all to a new program on All Black. You can download the app. It's called Social Society. Kendall and Reginae Carter with us today. Shout out to my girl, Kendra G. She wasn't able to join us. You know what? I'm going to just let that alone. Kendall, Reginae, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. How long y'all been doing the show now? It's just only been about a month, 2 months?
We started
Social Society?
We started in February.
Yeah.
Season 2 started in February. We did season 1 last season. It was just myself, and then we also had like co-hosts rotating. Reginae was one of them, and as you can see, she was good because she's here for second season. So this is the second season, but we've been shooting season 2 since February.
So now, Reginae, I gotta ask you. You know, you was growing up hip hop. How does it feel now to be covering the gossip and not being a part of the storyline? Because it's a different position, right?
Yes, it's such a different position. And I feel like it's kind of good for me because I also respect my guests we have, because we do have like celebrity guests that come in, because I know that I was also one of the people that was on the other side of that couch, and I don't want nobody to I know we got to do our job and stuff like that, but I feel like I feel for people more, so it was good to bring me on there because I understand and I know how to lighten something up when it's some drama.
Right.
And make sure people don't feel attacked.
Yes.
Now, Kendall, I got a question for you, sir.
All right.
You know, in doing this job, I'm sure you've learned, you know, there's people, you know, things happen on social media. The show's called Social Society. Things happen on social media. Celebrities put things out on social media. And then when it comes time for them to do the interview, they act like they don't want to talk about it. They'll be like, well, you know, I don't remember telling you. You'd be like, yo, you just last week was talking about this. Like, how is it now off limits when you was just going crazy on Instagram?
Right.
Like you made it our business.
Yeah, it's funny, but I'll tell you this: it's not hard for me. I haven't had that moment where it was hard to pull anything out of people. I mean, I guess I just got that gift. I know how to set it up and actually go ahead and pull it out because you know I am everybody's best friend. So I think it's, you know, they're comfortable with sitting down and talking to me. So I haven't really had that problem where I'm like, but you know, you just said. I just kind of pull it out of them. I set it up, have a conversation.
What you're saying is a good point because familiarity and the comfort level is really the driving factor in getting somebody to open up.
Yeah. So it's easy to me. I just sit down and talk to them, set it up. We have a conversation. They usually just go ahead and bring it up themselves. So when they do, it's like, okay, the door is open. Right. It's time. Let's wake it up.
Kendall, now, give us a little synopsis for the people who are just tuning in and learning about the show. Give us a little synopsis of how the show works and, you know, your features.
Okay, so Social Society is a weekly talk show on All Black, of course. We talk about social media, music, comedy. We have some commentary on there and everything in between. My favorite thing about it is nothing is off limits. We do talk some politics, which is not. I'm not really big in politics, but the way the producers set it up for us, it makes it easy because I don't like to dig deep into politics. But I really like the fact that at the end we have music videos. And on the show, you may see some of your favorites on there. You may see some people that's new and you don't know. So I really like the fact that we highlight new artists that's up and coming. Dondria, she came back. She came on the show before. She had her new video that was on there. We just had Molly Music on there. So that's probably my favorite.
I love Molly Music, man. That's a great guy, man. He's so talented.
Yeah, so that's probably my favorite part of the show is the end when we have the music videos and we get to highlight current, you know, artists and also new artists that's up and coming.
Now, Reginae, this is a jobby job now. This is, you know what I mean? How's that life? You know, being like, yo, God, you know, this is like this ain't just being an artist or being a creative but you've been doing good with growing up hip hop. That was a jobby job. Like those are hard shows to tape. How is that life? Talk about that. And clearly you're enjoying it, right?
I am enjoying it. You know, since the whole growing up hip hop show. I've done a lot of stuff with like, like interviewing, or I did like some carpet stuff and just like that. So I kind of got it. I love to talk. That's one thing that I love to talk, and I love to have something to say. And I feel like being on this platform, I can talk and people can actually hear me and not see me clap back on this Instagram or on this social site. Like,
Right.
like they can really see, like, know the real me. The other day I went on an interview and I got a lot of good feedback because a lot of people didn't understand. Like, I'm very wise. I know that I'm spoiled. I know that this and this and that, but I know that every action that I do has a consequence. So I understand when I'm wrong. I know when, but you guys don't see it all the time. But now I have a platform where it's like, if something going on in my life, good thing nothing hasn't. Thank you, God. But I can go on the platform and say, hey, listen, let me tell y'all what I really feel about it. You know?
Right. Well, I think too, I think, just like anybody that, has parents who are very accomplished, like you have a father who's very accomplished, you still understand the hard work that your dad had to put into to become the person and afford you the great life that you have. So you come off and always have come off as somebody who respects the hard work.
And I never think of it as a job neither. Maybe that's probably why, because I'm having social society is very fun. Like,
right.
We do games. Sometimes we get to interview people that's like everybody been wanting to see. People want to hear this tea. Like, that's why I don't really think of it as a job. But as far as like getting up on a day that we have to get up and film it, yeah. I do. I did have to get used to that, like, okay, it's fun. I know that when I'm on set, everybody has good energy and we all get it done in time. We get our job done and be gone. So
yeah, I want to piggyback off of what she said. It's not a job because it is fun. And then also the guests that come on, they want to see us. We want to see them. So it's always a party before we start each segment. We getting ready to sit down. We got the music playing. We partying. We doing our Snapchats. We doing our stories. So it don't feel like a job. It just feel like you're going somewhere to have fun and actually just mingle and talk.
Kendall, the big topic last week was Will Smith smacking Chris Rock.
Can we put this to rest? But let's talk about it. You want to wake it up? Let's wake it up.
Well, no, it was so people understand the tone and what you guys do on the show, because that was kind of the last, international incident. I wanted to hear what y'all's perspective was and how y'all dealt with that.
Okay, so we were actually in New York when it happened. I thought that it was fake at first because I was like,
Me too.
I was like, wait a minute. Okay.
Well, that they was acting like it was like a skit or something, like it was like Oscars. Yeah.
That's what I thought. Then he went back and Will had that look on his face. I said, oh, this some real, I'm like, oh, this is real. And then it just had to sit with me because at first it was like, I'm still shocked. But then I just feel like Will should have did it backstage. He should have checked him at the party, not at the Oscars. He shouldn't have got up there and just smacked him. I don't know what came over Will when he did it, but I was like, dang, I hope.
So you feel like Will Smith definitely stepped out of character. He definitely lost his cool.
He did, because we don't expect that from Will. So for him to do that, that's why we thought it was a skit. Because like, okay, right. This will be something Will would do, and Chris Rock too. But the fact that it was real, I was like, he ain't just checked him backstage. Why he ain't get him at the party? Like, he could have called him later, brought him to the red table or something. Like,
Now, Reginae, what was your perspective on it?
Okay, so, after the world's been posting all of these videos and like, oh, dang it. I do feel bad for Chris now. At first, I was like, yeah, well, that's a man. He taking up for his family. Da-da-da-da. But I do feel bad for Chris because they're both entertainers and they're both grown men. And I feel like getting slapped on national TV when you're actually about to like present an award, like you're doing something, like you just make a little quick joke that it probably did hurt Jada's feelings, and I get that, but to be disrespected as a man, like I'm tapping in. I can't tap in too much, but I'm trying to tap in as a man. I feel bad because that was embarrassing. And between two men, violence is already all the way at a high with our world, period. Right. And that didn't need to be broadcasted, especially not at the Oscars.
I think the one ingredient that gets left out, and I know this has been, talked about, worn out for the week. And I told everybody, I said, listen, this ain't going away by Wednesday.
Yeah.
This is going to live on, and it's going to be examined, rehashed, rediscussed. Because it's pieces, Will Smith and Chris Rock at a prestigious event, okay? And it was televised, an assault. The one piece that is left out, I think, too frequently is at the Oscars, they do the roasting of the celebrities from the stage. Like it happens every year where somebody says something about somebody's family or individual or their outfit or something. Like there's always been roasts on stage. You could argue that Chris Rock went across the line by talking about Jada's head because she has alopecia. I'd argue, did he even know she had alopecia? She'd been having a short haircut for a long time. And maybe she was on the internet talking about she was proud of her bald head, et cetera, et cetera. All of that to say, for it to get to you walking on stage and slapping somebody, that means that you completely cracked.
Mm-hmm.
You are Will Smith, fam, in front of the world.
Yeah.
And I think people leave out that ingredient that the Oscars hosts always roast somebody. Like always.
Yeah.
So why now are you deciding that you want to go on stage and become violent? You know what I'm saying?
But he laughed at first. So
that's that part too.
That's why, again, I thought it was fake because he laughed and was clapping. And then all of a sudden he was on the stage and he smacked him. So I was just confused.
The power of the P. Jada wasn't laughing.
Ooh, now you telling the truth, Reginae. Come on now. She wasn't laughing, so he had to go ahead and do something.
Yeah, but look, now we're talking about the slap. We're not even talking about him winning an award.
Right.
I know, that's what I brought up earlier. It hit as an actor. It's one of the highest honors you could receive, an Oscar. And then nobody will ever remember such an important night. One of the highest accomplishments of Will Smith's career. And not to mention, like, nobody's talking about Questlove winning that Oscar. Exactly. That's an accomplishment. All the incredible people that were honored that night. You know what I mean? And it's like the whole production was a Will Packard production, an all-black team. Like so many amazing moments that no one will talk about because everyone's hyper-focused on that slap.
Yep. Yeah.
Now, the next question we got to ask is Kanye West. Kendall. I have a theory that it's all part of not that Kanye doesn't have issues and not that Kim and them aren't going through their separation issues and not that these things aren't real. But since we've ever known Kanye, he has lived his real life in front of everyone and talked about everything in the music. All of a sudden, Kanye West isn't Instagramming anymore. Now that the albums are out, the clothes are promoted, the documentary's out, everything's out and done. He's not Instagramming anymore. He's quiet all of a sudden. Does Kanye West know when to shut up? And is it all an act?
Kanye West probably was marketing because isn't the Kardashian show out? Is it out? Can somebody?
Yeah, see, talk that talk.
Yeah, that show is out as well. You forgot, you left that out. So Kanye knew how to market his butt off. And also, wasn't him and Kim, they were at Saints game chilling?
Just the other day, right?
But they don't want to be around each other and she don't want him around. So at this point, when he was going off like he was, I was like, oh, Kanye is being Kanye and he marketing. He got some stuff coming out, which we know. Everybody watched the documentary. Everybody's gonna tune in to the Kardashian show. So yeah, I think Kanye know what he's doing and he do it well.
I mean, I feel like that's Hollywood. Everybody Everybody right now is doing everything strategically.
Yep.
Everybody that's, I don't care. Everybody that put it out there that they're doing something, or like they're about to drop something, or come on, that's this world right now.
Because
That's
what?
just like if somebody is doing something that the world can't stand, they're gonna keep doing it because it gets people talking. It's news, it's clout. People love clout and they love to boost up what's going on. That's everybody.
Now, is it Regine? Is there a point, like even for I mean, you much younger than myself. I'm an old head, so I look at a lot of these things like, yo, when y'all gonna realize that this is just a vicious cycle? It's toxic, it's short lived, and people start getting their eye on other things. And I know that's idealistic and ridiculous of me to look at everything that way because I was doing dumb shit when I was young. But is there a point even for you where you look at it like, yo, they playing themselves?
Oh, all the time. I feel like this generation is going bananas. I feel like I really don't. I'm really not. I really don't deserve to be in this. I really probably was in y'all generation or something like that. But whatever. We're
Like
not
you
even
you
gonna
got
talk
you got an
about that.
old
But
soul.
this generation has like there is no commitment. Everybody wants, like I say, everybody wants clout. Like it does get to a point where it's like, dang, when are people gonna be loyal, or when are people gonna be realistic, or just like give out real? Everything is just so like I'm scared to be around people now because it's like, what's your intentions? Are you there because of this? Or it's scary now.
Now, I'm sure I mean, you're around people who are not in Hollywood, Regine, and your family and your personal life. There is, I know for me anyway, there's tons of people who just look at all of this shit and nonsense as like entertainment, and it doesn't shape their own behavior. Like they go to their 9 to 5, they doing their hustle, they doing their job, they in their relationship, they raising their family, they working on their school, whatever it is they're working on. I'm sure you have people around you that are just look at this shit as the, I guess, shallow entertainment that it is, right?
I mean, yeah, it's definitely people around. But you would be surprised how many people are like, oh, look what this girl said. Oh, I want to get my body like this, because it's a lot of people like this.
Right.
This social media is taking over the world, and everybody wants to be like the internet. Everybody looking at the internet and like, oh, I want to. It is some people that's like, oh yeah, all right, let me put that phone down and let me get back to business. But it's also some people it's people my age. I'm 23 years old that feel like they're not doing enough because it's people on the internet that got these dudes flying them out. They got businesses that's flourishing, and these people feel like, dang, like I'm not doing enough. No, we have
Allegedly
time.
flourishing, by the way. Allegedly
We have time.
flourishing. Because they will make some pictures and things look amazing. You ever notice how they be like, yo, I'm selling all this merch, and it'll be like mad boxes that they shipping out behind them. And I'll be like, yo, is there anything in those boxes?
Right. I say that. I say that.
Yeah, like honestly,
is there anything in those packages? I mean, it's great. I love that you're marketing your company, but I gotta ask.
I just did a post like that, but I promise y'all everything was real, and I just wanted to thank people. I just wanted to thank y'all, but everything was like it was real orders, and like y'all orders are coming to y'all soon.
Wait, what are you selling? What are you selling?
I just dropped a fitness line. It's called I Fit In.
Okay.
And it's really a fitness line for every size, every shape, every size, every form. Whatever you want to do, you can work out in it, and it's also stylish, so you can also walk around and just be cute.
So wait, you like you do fitness, like that's your thing? I didn't know that. I don't follow you. I'm sorry, I don't follow you on the gram. I ain't got no business following Regine Carter on the gram, so I never really followed you. But I'm gonna go check out your page. But I didn't know you was into fitness like that.
Yes, I've been working out for I've been working out heavy since probably like 2015, 2016. I love working out. It's my happy place. I'm short.
Dope.
I gotta stay in the gym because I could definitely be looking like a Teletubby if I don't like get right. Yeah. But it's like I gotta keep and I gotta stay like I like myself. Not like how the world like myself, how I like myself. And I like myself thick, but I still like myself in shape too.
Now, I've been seeing some rumblings, and this is for ladies to speak on, but I've been seeing some rumblings that the BBL thing has run its course. People are really more trying to be, at least, into the fitness thing more than just getting a bunch of plastic surgery. Is that true or false?
Mhm. False. They're still trying to
False.
get. I mean, the fitness world is flourishing. Like I feel like a lot of people are in the business right now because I mean that it's really big right now. But people are still on that table. I don't think that's gonna stop.
She said they on that table.
I know. It's really sad. And especially girls who try to go like a more affordable way, a cheaper way, and they end up getting sick or dying.
So
It's really
messy.
crazy. So
Yeah,
many horror stories.
they need to do
Now,
their research.
Kendall, I'd love to know more about you as far as you getting into hosting for Social Society. Everybody go download the All Black app, Black classic movies, everything unapologetically Black. Kendall, how did the world meet you? Because you're also an actor as well.
Exactly. So the world met me in 2015 doing commentary on Love and Hip Hop. I went viral one night doing homework. I was working in human resources. And I was doing homework because I was like, man, I should have just went to school for communications. So I switched over and started going to school for communications. And once I did that, everything started happening. The closer it got to graduation, I did commentary on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta one night and went in. I mean, was going in. And I woke up, I had 700 followers, y'all. I woke up with 5,000 followers. And it just kept growing.
Okay.
And in less than a year, I had 1 million followers. BET reached out, TNT reached out. It just kept going from there. And by 2017, I was living in LA. Gave myself a year, got in some classes. I was auditioning, but I was very green. And I was okay with that. You know, I wasn't getting any yeses. I was okay with it. I was like, okay, if I'm green, I got to do something about it. So I booked my first role on Games People Play as recurring. Then the second season, I was regular. And it's just been going up from there. BET used me a couple times for a host. And then I also hosted Love and Hip Hop reunions. I think I did about 2 or 3 of them. I was doing basically what I was doing at home, best friend and chill, but backstage, we call it the chill out room. So whenever they got into fights, they would come in there and chill out with me and I'll finish getting, the tea and whatever. So yeah, it's just been a blessing. I never thought it would happen like this. Like I've always wanted to be entertainment. I always wanted to host, but I never thought that it would happen like that.
Now, I guess my next question for you is because there's someone watching you or saw your path, is trying to, chart a similar path for themselves. When you started to get the calls from, the larger networks and do, hosting and things like that, what did you learn, or what did you feel like you needed to learn, or what did you work on to improve?
What I needed to learn was I need to get in some classes. Make sure y'all getting in classes, whether it's acting, whether it's hosting, get you a coach because it actually works. It actually helps. I can be honest. It's some things out there that I was like, oh no, I wish I could go back and do it again. But make sure y'all getting those classes. Make sure y'all talking to a coach. Even get you mentors. I talk to Nina Parker whenever I have an audition. I'll talk to Nina Parker. I'll call her. I'll call Niecy Nash. I have my go-to people. Get you mentors. Get you somebody that's there for you that want to help you. It works. You have to have those people. Like get your village and make sure it's tight knit. And somebody that also believe in you because Nina, she pulled me to the side on Love and Hip Hop. The first one I did was with her. I talked to Niecy Nash. She's the reason why I really got into acting as well. Like I wanted to. But when I went and did some influencer stuff for Claws, their first season, they brought a bunch of influencers out. Niecy pulled me to the side and she was like, it's more to you than this. She was like, you need to tap into it. And I remember going home after that week, we were out in New Orleans. I remember going home and she was calling me and I was in Atlanta because I was going back to Detroit. I was living in Detroit at the time. And she called and she was like, where are you? I said, I'm running through the airport trying to get to the next flight. And she's like, call me as soon as you land. The plane wasn't even landing in Detroit. She was calling. So it's Niecy Nash. I'm about to pick up. I don't care. So I'm like, hello? She was like, you landed? I'm like, we like getting ready to land now. She said, call me as soon as you get home. So I'm in the car. I'm halfway home. She said, listen, you're not home yet. I need you to audition for this part. It's the DJ It's like they do what they basically you're gonna be doing what you do. You hyping everybody up. You got a couple lines. Call me as soon as you get home so I can show you how to do a self tape. Knew nothing about it. Showed me how to do the self tape. She was like, play. What song was it? I got the key. She's like, play that. She's like, play that song. I was like, all right. So I played it. She's like, send it to me. She looked at it. She was like, okay, cool. Download it. They called me in 4 days. I was like, I don't have no more PTO, but I gotta get out of here.
That's amazing.
Like, hey, I ain't gonna be here tomorrow. I got the emergency. And she's like, you don't have no PTO. I was like, it's fine. At this point, I'm going to get it back anyway.
Yeah, right.
So Niecy, she really got me into it. And I was like, okay, when I was there and I was on set, I was like, yeah, this the life. This is what I've always wanted to do. So shout out to Niecy, shout out to Nina Parker, and it's so many more people. Oh, I definitely have to say shout out to Robbie Reed from BET. She is the other reason, and also Tracy Edmonds, for me being on Games People Play, because Robbie Reed brought me in a couple times to read for something and it didn't stick. And after I got in class, she was like, get in class. I was like, okay. After I got in class, got a coach, it finally stuck, and I got that part. So yeah, I got a lot of people to thank when I get my Oscar, but I ain't gonna slap nobody. I'm just playing. Because I still love you.
Nah, keep my name out your mouth. I might run up there on you. You know what I mean? Now, first of all, Kendall, congratulations. And Regine, same question for you, because we've known you since very young. And I mean, now this. I guess you're in a different space because you're just now finding your path. Yes.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm also getting in. I'm also into acting as well. I've been doing a couple of projects. I just shot my first movie. I was the lead role. It was a boxing movie. It's called Boxed In. That should be out.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So that's also what I'm just trying to. Everything that Kendall said, the classes, the mentors, all of that is what I'm dealing with and what actually helps me get to going. Even when I'm on sets with these people, with these like inspirational people, like I've been on set with Jack A. Harris, like a couple of people that set me down and was like, listen, you're good. You keep doing all of this, like you're going to be big. And it's like, that's good to hear from such big influential people.
How do you motivate? What's your motivation? Because oftentimes when you have come up the way you have, and you're trying to find your path and create your own identity and figure it out, what is your motivation every day? What keeps you going?
My motivation is creating a name for myself and God. Like I want to be, I want to get out that light of just being Lil Wayne's daughter, and Toya's daughter. That's my motivation every day. My family is my motivation, and to have my own name in God are my three motivations. Just to get up and keep working. I mean, you have it today and tomorrow you don't. So I just keep staying humble and working, and yeah.
Well, listen, I think everybody in your family's proud of you. It's great to meet you, and definitely amazing to hear your perspective. Kendall, congratulations on all your recent success and everything you got going. And everybody go check out Social Society. When do the episodes drop each week?
Every Monday. So
right? Get that All Black app.
Yep, it's one. Episode 8 just dropped yesterday. We had B. Simone on there.
B. Simone was just on.
And
Joseph, my brother Amen Joseph from Snowfall. That brother's great, man. Harlem's own. He's a good dude, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Uncle Jerome, man.
Make sure y'all checking us out every Monday on All Black. It's $5.99 a month or $60 for the whole year. Oh, and I'm on another show that's coming on All Black called A La Carte. It's a scripted series. I'm a regular on there as well, one of the leads. So that should be coming out in May. So make sure y'all check us out. It's a lot of good stuff.
There you go.
Kendall, Reggie Carter, All Black. Thanks, guys. Check out Social Society, everybody.